it on?
It's been recording this whole time.
Oh, we're gonna have to bleep that.
So this is where the country was, this is where the country's at, and that's where the country's going.
Hi divas, welcome back to your tape.
Do that again.
You didn't watch the last episode and it shows.
Drama wants to be on the show, but never has
He wants to be on. He's like, I've never seen it, but I'll be on it.
Well, you don't know how we set people up here.
You don't know how we set it.
You don't know how we set people up.
Oh.
Hi divas, welcome back to your tape.
Ahoy! Hi divas, and welcome back to your tape. I am here with my very best co-host, Miss Grant Vanderbilt, serving everything you could possibly ever want and much more.
It's good to be here.
And I know last week we amped up the guest a little bit, but it was not all just in good fun.
There was a good reason.
There was a very, very good reason, because we got lucky enough to have West Hollywood's #1 George Washington impersonator that's only been arrested 3 times. Hold for applause, Michael Bush!
We've been trying to get her forever.
We have been trying to get her, but between parole and just bookings.
You told me this was going to be a political commentary show, but...
And she's dressed in the most political finest.
She looks like Rachel Maddow.
So, let's jump right into, well, first of all, this unit.
Darling, you look lovely tonight.
Lovely.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
thank
circus.
Well. So, the Maxi...
No, it was a mini challenge.
Mini?
It was cats.
It was a crazy time.
Okay, yeah. The mini cats challenge. They had to dress up like cats and sell litter.
Sponsored by a litter company.
That was a strange.
That was very strange.
Choice.
Who was your favorite kitty cat, though?
I like the Eartha Kitt analogy. I thought that was cute.
Miss Bush liked the.
I like the reference. I didn't
You
like
like
the overall
Jackie.
thing.
Jackie was your queen.
Was Jackie your queen?
Jackie was.
Sorry.
Jackie was.
That's Scott here.
Mike, she will take sound bites from your fucking mouth and use it against you. Don't say anything.
I really. I have to agree with Mike. I thought Jackie did a great job.
It was a good. It was a good reference. It was a good reference.
What I didn't like about Crystal's was that she had on that like big hair.
I
But
was
she
not
was
into
like pretending to be a
crystals.
social media cat.
She was funny. I just
I don't
didn't
know.
like her.
Where can we get this healthy litter for Lafayette? Is what I
Well,
want to know.
I want to know what exactly it does. Like when they use the restroom in the litter, does it turn a color and show like
Comment
it has
below.
a disease?
It's like when you pee in a pool and it turns bloody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sponsoring for some healthy.
Yeah, we need a sponsoring of the cat.
You may have
Fab
seen this
Kitty
cat
litter,
in
Fab
Vogue.
That is a Vogue hat,
She
ladies
looks
and gentlemen.
familiar to you.
Yeah, Lafayette was in Vogue with Miss Gigi.
Nancy was in
Well, look at that
magazine.
coat.
Nancy was in Love Magazine. Our animals are more famous than we are.
So your favorite was Jackie. Your favorite was Jackie.
I
Yeah.
like crystals too, but let's move
Crystals,
on.
I mean, they were all good. Nobody was a bad cat.
No, they're all funny cats. Silly cats. Kitty cats.
Kitty cat's funny.
And then they went to the
RuPaul walked around the room with Raven, who
stunning, beautiful,
her face is so
gorgeous,
beautiful.
Would die for.
I don't understand why she wears out of the bag hair, but the face is
This
right
hair
there.
is better.
But that's what I love about her. She can literally put anything on, and it's
Mhm.
like,
Because she's so beautiful.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous. Change drag.
changed it. You don't like
You're
Raven?
I think she's stunning.
You hate her?
No, I don't know her.
Okay.
But
If you
this
were-
is the same hair quality.
She had that Katy Perry.
No,
It was a Katy Perry
It
hair.
don't start.
That looked like she wanted a Twitter.
Don't start.
This is a
Don't
positive.
stop. So
No,
if you
You clearly have never watched before.
So if you were Make America What Again would be your thing.
Make America tap again.
That
You tapping, you having fun.
Uh-huh.
Make America tap
Make
again.
America.
It's actually my slogan right now.
Grant again.
Without being something about Reba
Like-
you would bring.
Reba?
Make America
should be
fancy.
your-
Make America fancy
She would
again.
be, yes, that, and she'd be your VP.
Make America have the
would
it
vote
factor again.
He
I'm
was on that
bored.
ticket.
I'm starving for beauty.
Make it fancy.
Was there any outfits during that challenge that was like,
I liked that
Not
Jada's didn't really cater to the pantsuit crowd, but it was stunning, but it didn't make sense with everything.
No, yeah, I agree. I liked what she was wearing.
And I like Heidi's like Jackie O homage. It was her own take on
Yeah.
it.
what
That
I
was
didn't
cute.
like was Widow. I'm sure she
She
didn't know
blended
that
into
if
the
she blended
background.
right into the
that's
background.
so much better.
Listen, you guys.
No, we don't need to restart. There's a lighting change.
We don't need
You
to
saw it
restart.
happen.
Where's the remote?
It was
fine.
really
All right.
dramatic.
You looked bad at the beginning.
Well, we're gonna look bad at the end.
Why is this like cool?
Well, then you should turn these lights
You
control.
can't
off.
have. You just
That's
have to.
cool.
I
That
think
looks
you should
blue.
turn the lights completely
You know what
off
you need to
because
do?
There's a shadow
No.
casting your lashes on you.
That is fine. We can add some sort of
Oh,
lightning
yeah.
strike into it. But we're not redoing it. The
No.
magic is gone.
No, you should.
We forgot to
See?
pay the,
Oh,
the
so much
electricity.
That's
bill.
the night when the lights went out in Koreatown.
Just act like lightning struck.
Boom!
What were we talking about?
We were
I
talking
think that's a
about
good
the pantsuits on the panel.
Oh, and I didn't like Widow because she blended into the backdrop
background,
of the
I
curtains.
agree, I agree.
But that's not her fault.
I-
Who do you think was the best dressed, like ready to like take on all the politics?
I mean, obviously Gigi,
Gigi
looked
was the
most
best dressed,
expensive, but like I liked Heidi's little cheap reference to Jackie.
I liked
They're two
Heidi's little
different
cheap
things.
reference, but Gigi looked the coolest.
Yeah, I thought Jada looked stunning, but it had nothing to do with that
What was-
thing.
Yeah.
Crystal was funny when she said she's bringing business and then the party and
The
she
party
turned
in the back.
and you couldn't see it for
That
the rest
was
of the
fun.
thing. Oh,
Yeah.
but Crystal was when the right to bear.
Bare arms.
The bare back
That
was
kidding.
so
Bare-
funny.
she has, like,
I'm
bare
trying to
chest.
vote now. I thought she was so good the entire time.
What do you think of Sherry being the old lady again?
I thought it was boring. I thought she got read like she should.
I think if you were like that guest judge that didn't know any better, that was cute. But like,
Yeah.
But if you know
But
that,
once you
saw it
found
coming.
out that we've already seen it,
Yeah.
you were like, oh, okay.
I also thought that you would expect a lot from her in
Mhm.
that challenge, and she definitely did not rise
yeah,
up.
I feel like she's like one of those political queens where she would have a lot to say politically, but
I wonder what Alice
Well,
Rossi would have said.
she killed it. She killed it for half an hour, and they cut it all out.
you're voting for Allison?
That was awful.
You said it first.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. Roll the tape.
I wonder what Well, see what she
I'm editing this shit. So, their main runway was Stars and Stripes on the runway. Is this what you would have worn for Stars and Stripes?
Well, obviously, I'm the star, and this is one big khaki stripe.
You're very tan today.
I know, I've been in everywhere the government says I'm not supposed to be.
I gotta cut that.
Area 51. What would you wear for Stars and Stripes?
I would have worn something very similar to this.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm giving you that trans rights moment.
Right.
I would have given you Melania for sure. Melania with that weird stare, like you don't know if it's someone
In the
you've
I don't
seen
care
before.
jacket.
Yes.
Well,
Or
that-
the
but
jam
that-
dress
that
I
could
don't
be,
jacket.
That could have been like the
Ew.
reveal cloak jacket, and then you
Lava
reveal
reveal.
like a stunning Ralph Lauren like pantsuit, you know. Then you would look like you didn't know if you knew that person before, but you had a lot of Botox.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you don't watch her when she embarrasses the country.
Like
Okay,
Starlight.
let's get back on track.
Fox News has the only blondes.
What, that's,
That's-
no, they only have blondes.
I
is what I'm trying to say.
So the runway was Stars and Stripes on the runway. The first diva we have up is Miss Crystal Method.
I like this look from Crystal.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is very more on the streetwear side of drag than something you would normally wear down the runway. I don't know. I think it's cute. It's like, you know, it looks.
It was
It's
good, but it
very
was
American.
boring
It's like
for
when Marc
Crystal.
Jacobs did the Americana collection.
Yes,
That's
this,
what
does,
this
this
is.
doesn't look like a Crystal look.
doesn't.
This looks.
It was
it
good,
doesn't
but
look
it
like
was
a Crystal
not
look.
Crystal.
Do you know what I love? That her makeup is usually blue glitter and red glitter, and it was red glitter and
A
blue
blue
glitter.
glitter.
She switched it up
Yeah.
a little bit. I love her makeup, and I think Michelle should leave her alone.
Agree completely. I did not miss Michelle this week. I'll say that.
I didn't even know she was gone until
Mhm.
Who said that?
I
I
mentioned
kind of
it.
miss her.
I
I did
didn't.
too.
I didn't.
I
don't care
sometimes,
about what the guest
sometimes her
judges had to
statements
say,
do-
like,
are
they
so
were not-
wild.
I like Rachel.
They were not
Bloom,
valid judges.
I feel like the guest judges are so unbiased though, and they're just judging like what they see, but that also is like kind of a disfair advantage because
Yeah,
they're like,
because they're getting
oh,
face value.
You're right.
Moving
So Crystal Method, what do we give her little look?
I'm gonna give Crystal a B.
I'll give her a 2.
What do you think about it?
I've seen the show before. The grading scale is whatever
can't-
works for you.
We can't say
You don't know the
we can't say
grading.
two on a review show. We're gonna get sued.
Dude.
Toot?
And they'll do it, those bitches.
I'm gonna give Crystal's look a
Not a
7.5.
Well, is it a C or a 7?
Thank
What's
you.
7?
7.5.
Is it basically the same thing?
It is 70%.
For all you math majors at home.
There's no math majors watching this, I guarantee you.
Not on this homeschooling that we're doing.
Just imagine.
Our next crunch
The Queen of
is
George Washington.
Miss Gigi Good. I had to look good in editing.
She's the reason why I
I
started
love
impersonating
this
George
one.
Washington.
This is
I think I've nailed it. I have the same thing on.
I love this look so much.
Do we have the video of when the house caught on fire at 4th of July?
That is unrelated, but oh, actually it is. It reminds me of a time when.
Oh my god. The neighbor's house is on fire.
Screaming and the fire trucks coming. Grant in this jacket with a flag. Whole building next door burns down.
If it goes, it goes. There's literally nothing
If it
that I'm
goes,
really
it
gonna
goes.
do to change the situation. Let's get the car.
That is what Grant
That's
says.
where I was at.
No matter what the
That's where I was
situation
at.
is.
What about-
it
what
doesn't
about-
matter what we're talking about. If
There
it
is
goes,
a
it goes.
propane tank.
what about all the Britney dolls in the talk set?
No, we gotta get back on
It
track.
was gonna,
I'm
I was
done
gonna
with
crawl
this
in there with them.
segment.
Let's hold them as
Now
they
you're gonna
die.
die when you see the videos. You are gonna
Shit.
lose.
You're gonna shit.
You're gonna lose
Okay.
every bit
You're
of your
gonna
mind.
shit.
It is the
Back-
wildest thing.
Back-
So, we gotta wrap this
Get
up.
ready.
Done for you.
Close the door.
All right.
It's hot.
Gigi Good. It's done.
Gigi Good's a 10. Always a
It's
10.
lovely.
This is a
I love
10.
it. I'm jealous. I personally really hate a above the knee boot that gives you like that flap. So I love like a tight above
Yeah.
the knee boot. So that's the first thing I saw. Very chic.
Clean as fuck.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Put her on the dollar bill, darling. It's
Word.
time.
No, put her on the $100,000.
$100,000 check.
$100,000 bill.
Love, I'm gonna give this a 10.
Okay, I already did.
10.
Let's move on.
10s.
Our next diva is hiding behind Patriots.
We like to see Heidi doing well, and
I
she did well,
love
and
this
it
of
was
Heidi.
very
This is my
cute.
favorite runway look she's done this far.
Yes.
Is it?
Mhm.
I feel like every week we say it's Heidi's our favorite.
Yeah, well, because
She's
she's
coming
getting
into
better
it.
at least.
She's gaining her confidence through Rue because she's like, you are it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
She
Because
was.
it is confidence that really sends a look for me.
Yeah. So it's a 10 for
The-
Heidi. That's not like a 10 for everybody else.
I would say that.
With this reminds me a little bit of a like cheerleadery.
Mhm.
It just
Like-
gives me a glimmer
just
of
like-
Katy Perry, which is what
Yes.
drags me down.
I love and I'm fine with it.
Blue.
I'm fine for because it's not just a rotted look for Heidi. And it's nice to see her at not a rotted look. It's like the only 4th
It's
of
nice
July
to see
diva.
her know she's doing well.
I like that she did the belt stripes going up instead of out.
It's like the
'Cause that
Dallas
would've-
cheerleaders.
That's
Mhm.
exactly what I was thinking. The Cowboys, the
If they
cow
had
thumbs.
taste.
Love them.
Oh, them.
I'm gonna give Miss Heidi I'm gonna give her a B+.
I'm gonna give Miss Heidi an 8 on this, and I like it a lot.
I'm gonna give her an A for Heidi because she's in her own little.
But if she wasn't on Heidi, what would you give her?
Well, like
If Jackie Cox was wearing this, what would she go?
If G-
6.
What if?
Okay. Okay.
But it's like an
I'm
8.
fair, I would agree.
Like a
Okay.
high 8 for Heidi.
Yeah.
Mike, who are you texting?
Melania for sure.
The British are coming.
You can't rate like that.
The British are coming.
Next diva up
No.
is Miss Jackie Cox.
The T is
As
Jackie.
a political
To
reference,
me,
it's
this
great.
is the
As
best
a
Jackie's
fashion
ever looked on the
shit.
runway. It gives me very and
It is
when
not-
Sex and the City and on Sex and the City the second movie when they go to Abu Dhabi and the girls get all done up. that's
Oh
what
my
it gives
god.
me.
Yes, okay.
I,
The thing is, as a political statement, it's great. It's an A, it's a 10.
That's-
As a piece of work that like everyone's bringing their best look
Oh.
to the stage, it is like I could make that
This
from
is-
fabric I buy in like super glue. Like
This
that's
is,
not
this is a
hard-
tablecloth from the dollar store.
I think this is a good look for Jackie. I think that it looks like it's beaded.
No.
No,
If you look
It's
at similar fashion from the Middle East and similar hijabi fashions,
Uh-huh.
there's so much more explosive.
Yes.
Like there's so
This
much,
is
there's
boring.
glitz and glam and
See.
like beautiful bright
There
colors,
should have been
and that is so
beads and-
fucking dull.
Tea has been spilled.
Is I think this episode of Drag Race politically is very important, and things that everybody had the opportunity to say was very important. This was a very educational episode of Drag Race. And
Yes.
at the end of the episode, everyone got to kind of express how they felt and
Yeah.
and it was just that whole episode. It was very powerful.
Yeah.
And it is one of the only TV shows that has the
Honestly, yes,
most queer
very
people
that.
to give like the opportunity to get into
For like
homes.
young kids at
Right.
home, like they
So
don't
that's
have any
great.
idea about anything. They learned a lot tonight.
Right, but this
Absolutely.
outfit, I'm gonna give it a 3.
I think Jackie looks beautiful here, and I am going to give
Beautiful.
Jackie
Because she's
a 7.5. I do. I like this look on her.
You're a
But-
nut.
No, I think she looks great. I really
playing
do.
a
you-
lazy
do you-
card.
No, I
wait,
really think.
do you
I
think-
said that when
is
we
there
were watching the
a
show.
repeat?
Interesting.
Political
It's just
statement.
straight
It's an
from the Roger
A
dance
for the
album.
actual fashion that you brought. It's a fail.
I think I still like this look on Jackie.
What's the look? What's the number? What's the
I'm going
grade?
to give it a 7.5.
7.5.
Okay, let's move on. Corona.
Our next diva is Miss Jada Essence Hall.
Go ahead. Start it out, girl.
Okay, I'm gonna start it off by saying she looks like someone on the stage right before a demolition derby at the state fair
Wow.
that comes down and they're like,
Now you blast
here's
me.
the hot mama, and she comes out doing a little toot. I don't love it, but I love the drama of it.
As someone that
That
likes
makes
like
sense.
old school drag and like gets what she's doing with like the body and
Yeah.
the sheer, like I appreciate that, and like that's her wheelhouse.
Mhm.
As like on this stage for RuPaul, I think it's cheap.
I agree with Mike Bush on this. I think her body looks super right in this look. I think she looks stunning as far as body wise. I think her makeup's impeccable.
Mhm.
Everything else than that, I'm not into it. I'm out.
Mhm.
I think you could put that
Yeah.
together and be like, you know what? I know that this is safe. No matter
Shredded.
what
It would have been
happens,
shredded
this
for this
is
one.
Yeah, this
this
is
is a safe package
This is
that I'm
yeah.
bringing.
It
Exactly,
is
she
not a
was
winning
safe.
look in my opinion.
But it's fine enough.
I'm gonna give this a B. A B from me. A B from me. A B from me.
I'll give it a C plus,
I'm gonna give it a C.
but I like it.
You know what I really did not like though?
I don't
is
like it for
in the
RuPaul's Drag Race though.
In the front of her bangs, she had the red, white, blue little like. That's why it took me to the state fair.
Oh well, we like the state fair.
Yeah, but I mean not my hair.
We like anywhere where you can congregate outside nowadays. Okay, moving on.
Our next diva is Miss Widow Von Du.
This is another one that delivered a big political statement, but if you didn't hear all of that and you're just seeing it, it was cheap and easy. How many did?
Cheap and easy.
Especially
Like I
right
wish
now.
the apple
Yeah,
was.
that would have been.
I-
Or I wish she would have had like little big buns. That would have been.
That-
cuter
It
for
was
me. That
nice.
would've taken
It
me
was
down.
nice that she had the foresight to know that she would be in the bottom and that those would be velcroed on so they could snap off. That I will give her some points for, but it was
The
a
dra-
cheap, easy costume.
Yeah, the dress it's cute. I love the glitter in her hair. Her makeup looks okay.
For me, the look idea was strong.
Mhm.
If the dress would have hit the floor, if she would have used like a metallic or a vinyl fabric instead of a glittery fabric, it would have looked a lot more.
It's strong.
It would have looked a lot more expensive.
I can't imagine getting on RuPaul's
the
Drag Race and be
fabric
like,
of-
I'm gonna wear a black velvet dress and put 2 panels of stripes and then some
It's the
Velcro
I think,
fronts.
I think
Okay.
if the fabric of the stars had been a different
What's your
fabric,
rating?
we would have thought differently about it. I promise it would have looked more expensive. Yes, her hair should have been a lot larger. If she would have had huge hair,
like
What-
some Diana
stunning.
Ross
Yeah.
hair.
What I don't
Stunning.
like, the stars. The stars are not stars. It's like when you freehand draw a star and you're like, oh fuck, this one's bigger. Like they're all crooked.
She just did not find her rhythm in the show. Like, I have no doubt that she's an amazing full-time performer. She's done it for years and
yeah,
years.
I believe her over
But
Britta.
she didn't find her rhythm in the show, and it was disappointing.
I like Widow. I thought she was a great contestant.
Yes.
Do I think it's her time to go?
It was-
Yeah. I
It's-
think she did what she came to do.
It's one of those things where when it comes down to the final two, in your heart you know what's gonna
'Cause
happen.
She knew she wasn't gonna win.
I-
When they all opened up their packages and started hanging them up on the
This is
closet,
my
you know
favorite
who's
segment.
gonna win.
Yeah,
You're like, good
that's
lord,
true.
I got this velvet dress.
I'm gonna give
No.
this a C plus.
I'm gonna give it for Widow a B plus.
I'm gonna give it, go see her. I've seen her. She's an amazing performer. She's better than what she brought to the show.
This look is an easy fix and it would be a 10.
Our next diva is Miss Sherry Pie.
What did Sherry wear?
She wore that white trash tall thing.
Oh,
It was funny.
so
I liked
It was funny.
I love the direction that she went in with the white trash, like PBR kind of aesthetic. I don't think it was there. I feel like it was very like I went to a rainbow and bought a patriarchal.
Like you or Lisa could have turned that out. She didn't have like
And
the.
I wish she
the
would have had
insight to
She
do
didn't
it
have the
right.
real life
I-
experience.
Yeah.
right, because
Yeah.
I wish she would have had an actual mullet and like a blacked out tooth and maybe a little bruised eye.
She just
something.
didn't take it to
It
where
looked
it
too.
should
It
have
looked
gone.
too coiffed,
Yeah.
and she was like,
She-
"These are all brand new
Yeah.
American flag outfits with jeans." Like it was.
They were like
too
pressed.
polished.
It could
I
have
wish
stole
there
the
would have
show,
been, like-
but it didn't.
I
It was a
wish-
good idea.
I'll give her like a B minus.
Yeah,
You had to have been there.
I'm gonna give her a 6 for that.
I'm gonna give her just plain old B.
Plain old
Very
B.
nice.
Plain old B. No pluses or minuses.
So you think
That
Widows
Sherry.
is better than Sherry?
Yeah, I think it would be easier to fix widows.
I
than
would
it
rather
be to
wear
fix
widows
Sherry.
than Sherry.
There was nothing to fix on hers. She had a lot of shit on. She had a big tall hair.
So bottom 2 were Widow and Jackie Cox.
Dun dun dun.
Do we agree with those two should have been in the bottom?
I'm conflicted because I like an older, like workhorse performer, full-time
Same.
drag queen, and they both are. But like they both have done so poorly that like it's hard if you're a viewer that doesn't know any better to know what they're actually doing. You know what I mean?
But do you think Widow's done worse?
I think what really was the trigger was you can't be on there doubting yourself and fighting with Rue. It's like when you're doing that, you're already
Yeah.
defeated.
That's when you
And-
know
and
it's
then,
gonna
and,
be
and
like
she didn't
over.
she say she should be in the bottom last week?
Yeah.
But like Rue could think
That's
that
over.
from the
No,
beginning
no.
she's a better person, but like
She
when
said
you're
she didn't
when
say
you're
so.
up there fighting about it, it's just like, well, Rue's like, well, you're already doubting yourself. You're already not listening to the criticism. Like, I guess I'm
Yeah.
going to send
That-
you home because everyone else is working so much harder to
Yeah.
be
That's
here. I would
what-
like to sign the petition that there should not be any Katy Perry songs.
I mean, honestly, I'm
It should
really
be all
excited.
Britney, all Madonna, all
I
It'll
don't
be the
think
Robin.
second
I don't
signature
hate
right
her.
after the declaration.
She has a great catalog.
I don't hate Katy Perry either.
I don't think she's making good music right now, but I don't hate
We
it.
are.
Like, I'm
I did not sign up for that segment, so let's move on.
All right, it was Katy Perry Firework. Do we think that Widow should have gone home over Jackie?
I thought that if there was a challenge to gag the kids and send both people home, you could have done it there.
You should have sent them both home.
Yeah,
I could have sent them both home as well.
I agree.
and it would have.
Wow,
It would have
wait,
turned
does
that episode.
everyone agrees that
Does
they
everyone
should
agree?
a double a limb?
A double elimination
Yeah.
would have been great.
Yeah,
This should have been it for me. This would've been
Inappropriate.
that.
Yeah.
For real.
Sexy double.
I have to disagree.
I think Jackie did good in that lip
Nothing.
sync.
Nothing was
Are you
exciting.
fucking serious right now?
Yeah, I am. Like Gigi said, the lip sync in itself is a political statement.
Yes, but then as performances, every second of that for both of them was so boring. Like, send them both home. If that's the best you got, send them home.
So they both went home this week.
Jada
Jada
Essence
Essence Hall. Do we think she deserves
Should
it?
have been
Hall.
Crystal. Should've
No.
been Crystal.
We think Crystal.
Should have been Crystal, 100%.
Who is better during the political?
Crystal.
Crystal.
Who is better on the runway?
Crystal.
Do you
Yeah,
agree?
that's fine.
I'm sorry. Like, Crystal was funnier. Bareback Crystal Method.
Right.
I would just like to say I thought Heidi had an all-around amazing episode and good for her. She was funny. She looked good.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Heidi.
Heidi couldn't have asked for a better episode.
Yes, and she's coming
Well,
into
last
her
week she
own. We
won.
love to
Yeah,
see
but
it.
she didn't deserve that.
All right.
Next week's gonna be exciting.
All right. So for next week, super
Yeah.
fans.
So you guys should get a super fan on the show, and I think I have just the one.
So next week is Super Fan the Makeover
I'm gonna bring him
Challenge,
over when the quarantine's over.
which is a very fun challenge. How do you think you would do on a makeover challenge?
I think I could
To
do
make
it.
someone over into you.
I think I could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the same reason I
I
wouldn't
think I
have
could turn someone-
kids because
I
they
think
would
I could
never
turn
live
someone
up
to
to
me.
be like pretty enough.
They would never
or
be
funny enough.
They would never
and
be tacky enough.
They would not be skinny or tall enough. So no, they would stick me with some frumpy bitch.
But I would love to see you turn out a frumpy bitch.
Stay tuned.
I'm excited for the makeover challenge.
No, this looks like a very good.
Yeah, I'm excited for this challenge.
Because
I'm
now
excited.
we're in the,
One of my
we're in the
favorites.
good, like it's all the good girls. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, this is gonna be a
Except one.
showdown.
Well, yes, but we're getting there.
Grant.
Thank you. Wear your mask on the Uber.
Thank you so much for being here, looking like you do. Beautiful. Michael,
You mean George?
George Michael.
Can we also just reference that this is the past of America? This is the present of America, and this is where America is going. If you
I
don't
am-
register to vote.
Register
Register to vote.
I'm gonna vote.
Don't let this happen
Thank you
again.
and good night.
Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next week on Raw Jacket Review. Bye, Divas.
Bye.
Bye.